It was a cold, silent night, and the city's neon lights reflected off the rain-slicked streets as I drove home after a long day. The hum of the engine was the only company I had, until out of nowhere a blinding light flashed across the road. I slammed the brakes, my heart pounding. My car came to a screeching halt, and there she was standing right in the middle of the road. She wasn't human. Her skin shimmered like molten silver, and her eyes glowed an iridescent blue. She was tall, impossibly tall, with slender limbs and a presence that felt both terrifying and mesmerizing. The air around her seemed to hum with energy, and as I stared, unable to move, she raised a long, delicate hand and motioned for me to step out. I didn't know why I obeyed, but something about her presence commanded me. The cold night air bit at my skin as I stood before her, trembling. She tilted her head, studying me, and then spoke, not with words, but with thoughts that echoed directly in my mind. "You have something I need." Her voice resonated, soft but unyielding. I tried to speak, but my voice caught in my throat. She took a step closer, and the air around us seemed to thicken. My heart raced as she placed a hand on my chest, her touch cold and otherworldly. In that moment, my memories began to flood my mind. Every joy, every sorrow, every moment of my life played out like a reel. She was searching for something, combing through my very essence. "What are you doing?" I finally managed to stammer, my voice trembling. Her glowing eyes locked onto mine, and for a moment, I felt a pang of sadness emanate from her. "Your memories hold the key to saving my people. We are dying, and our existence relies on what your kind calls emotion." I didn't understand, but before I could protest, she pressed her hand harder against my chest. A wave of warmth and coldness surged through me simultaneously. It felt as though she was pulling something out of me, not physically, but something deeper. My happiest memories, the laughter of my family, the warmth of a summer day, the exhilaration of first love, all seemed to flow into her. When she finally let go, I fell to my knees, drained and exhausted. She stepped back, her shimmering form dimmer now, but her eyes brighter than ever. "Thank you," she said, her voice soft, almost gentle. "Your sacrifice will not be forgotten." I wanted to scream, to demand my memories back, but I was too weak. She looked at me one last time, almost apologetically, and then vanished in a flash of light. I woke up hours later, slumped against my car, the sun rising on the horizon. My head throbbed, and my heart felt hollow. I couldn't remember why I felt so empty, but I knew something was missing. My memories of joy were gone, replaced by a dull ache. Yet, deep down, I felt an odd sense of purpose, as though my loss had somehow saved something greater than myself. Weeks passed, but the encounter haunted me. I couldn't shake the feeling that she, or whatever she was, had left an imprint on me. I started noticing strange things, dreams that didn't feel like dreams, where I was in a place of endless light, surrounded by beings like her. They spoke to me in a language I couldn't understand, yet their meanings were clear. They thanked me, showed me visions of their dying world, and how the fragments of emotion I had given were rekindling something vital within them. One night, I woke up to find my body glowing faintly. It wasn't bright, but it was undeniable. Panic set in, but alongside it, a sense of calm, a whisper in my mind, her voice. "You are connected to us now. Your gift binds us." I began to see glimpses of their world during the day, flashes of their crystalline cities, their desolate landscapes, their fragile beauty. It was as if I was living two lives, one foot in my reality and the other in theirs. My emotions felt heightened. The joy of seeing a child laugh, the sorrow of a friend's grief, the awe of a sunset. All these feelings seemed magnified, as if I was experiencing them for myself and for them. Eventually, I realized I could do more than feel. I could channel. When I focused on a memory or a strong emotion, I felt it flow outward like a stream of light leaving my body. I tested it in secret, and each time I felt her presence guiding me. Then came the night she returned. The same blinding light, the same hum of energy, but this time I was ready. She appeared, her form less imposing, but no less ethereal. She looked at me with gratitude. "Your gift has saved us," she said. "But our journey is not over. Your connection to us is permanent. You are a bridge between our worlds." I was torn. My life had already been upended, and now she was asking for more. "What happens to me?" I asked. "Do I lose everything?" Her gaze softened. "No, you gain something greater. You will live as you are, but your soul will carry the light of two worlds. You will be our beacon, and we will guide you in return." Her words lingered, and though fear clung to me, so did a strange sense of purpose. In that moment, I made my choice. I nodded, and she smiled, a gesture so human it made my heart ache. She extended her hand, and as I took it, a surge of light enveloped me. I felt whole and broken all at once, a vessel for something far beyond my understanding. When the light faded, she was gone, but her presence remained, a faint hum in the back of my mind, a promise of guidance and connection. And so, I lived on, caught between two worlds. I carried their light, their hope, their survival within me. My life was no longer my own, but it was richer, fuller. The emptiness had been replaced with a purpose I could barely comprehend. Somewhere out there, among the stars, they thrived because of me. And here on Earth, I continued to live, forever changed by the night an alien woman cut me off and rewrote my destiny.